Okay. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Hi, Hemalata. Hi, Tejas. Good morning. Okay. I hope everyone are doing good and good to see you on Saturday. As I said, this class is really important. Yeah, settle down. Just a second online. Online, just a second, please. Thank you. All right. So, guys, as said, please adjust for today, my offline students. On Monday, we'll change the room and you'll all be more comfortable. Okay. And the new people, can you please raise your hands once? Two there. Okay, 4 people. So please meet me after this class. Okay. All right. And then those who are going while going out, so please contact Mr. Beam sir. So he'll be adding your ID to the Google Classroom. And if you want recordings also of previous classes, new people, you can also reach him. Okay. Okay. All right. So thank you online for waiting. Let's move on. So those who are new people, just continue the class. Okay. So for you, it will be little bit off track because you have missed these days classes. But don't worry, offline people, please meet me after this class. I will talk. All right, Nana. So let's move on. So what did we discuss in our last class? Ready for quick shootout? Padafat? Where is sound? Okay. So what is the full form of S3? Simple storage service. So in S3 is serverless or server based? Serverless. And if I want to store the files, photos, videos, and any kind of documents, which service would you recommend? S3. Okay. And S3 is completely managed by AWS. Do we need to worry about any performance on S3? No. And S3 is limited storage or unlimited storage? Unlimited storage. In S3, what do we create? Buckets. What is a bucket? Container of objects. And what is an object? Name of the file. And okay, file. Basically, object is a file. And what is the name of the file called? Key. And S3 is what based storage? Object based storage. Okay. In S3, is it possible to run, execute, install any files? No. S3 is purely used for what purpose? Storage purpose. And S3 also support one extraordinary feature. What is that? Static website hosting. What is that? Static website hosting. Okay. S3 supports static website hosting. Okay. Just a second. Okay, S3 supports static website hosting. Let's move on to the next important topic. What was that? EBS. What's the full form of EBS? Elastic Block Storage. EBS is what based storage? Block based storage. EBS is what based storage? Block based storage. And what are hard disks called in EC2? Volumes. What volumes are those? EBS volumes. So how many steps are there to launch an EC2 instance? 7 steps. While launching the EC2 instance, you will get a default volume. What is the default volume called? Root volume. What does the root volume contains? OS. Okay. And wherever you see OS, that volume is called root volume. And EC2 supports client-side operating system or server-side operating system? Server side. So it supports what type of operating systems? Windows and then Linux. Windows and Linux. Okay. What is the maximum size of the volume? 16 terabyte. And what is the default size of Windows volume? 30 GB. Linux? 8 or 10 GB. And is it possible to increase the volume size on fly? Yes, you can increase the volume size on fly. Do you need any downtime? No downtime. Is it possible to decrease the volume size? No, not possible. If you want to decrease, what you need to do? Delete and then recreate it. And one volume can be attached to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Not possible. Okay. And what is the root volume device name? /dev/sda1 /dev/sda1. And additional volumes? /dev/sd PEFO, whichever it is. And what is the another root volume device name? /dev/xvda. Say that now. /dev/xvda. Because sometimes of Ubuntu systems, they'll have the root volume as /dev/xvda, but it's very rare. Most of the time we'll see as /dev/sda1. Is it possible to detach the root volume while EC2 is running? No. What you need to do? Stop the EC2 instance and then detach it. And is it possible to detach the additional volume while EC2 is running? Answer is yes. But is recommended? Not recommended. And EC2 instance has availability zone or not? Yes. EC2 instance has availability zones. Volume has availability zones? Yes. And they both should be inside the same availability zone. So I have 1A volume. Can I attach to 1B EC2 instance? No. 1B volume can be attached to 1A EC2 instance? No. And then 1A volume can be attached to 1A EC2 instance? 1B, 1B, 1A, 1A, 1B, 1A, 1A, 1B. So cross? No. Okay. So, and then I stopped yesterday by saying that if you want to attach one volume to multiple EC2 instance, is that possible? That is not possible. That is not possible. But what if I need to have a shared storage? What is it, Nana? Shared storage. So let's talk on that topic today. Okay. Let's move on to some more storage services. As usual, super good. So you just need to continue like this only. Guys, if you are able to answer my shootout questions and interview, what do you call in Hindi? Phad denge, right? Yeah. Not in Telugu, okay? Okay, fine. Okay, Nana. So the thing is here, we have yesterday what we did is we learned about the volumes attaching, and volumes anytime can be attached, anytime can be detached. But when to attach, when to detach, we will learn slowly. And here the question here is, I have like this. Assume these are all your EC2 instances, or these are all your laptops in your company. These are all your laptops in your company. Now tell me, Nana, I want to share a file to all of you. Is it possible to share individually to everyone? You are so many people there here offline. So now I want to share the files to you, Nana. So is it possible to share to each and every person, individual person? No. So what do you recommend? Share, right? Google Drive. Okay, let's take an example of Google Drive. So what you do is, you need to have one centralized location, and then you put the data over there or files over there, and then everyone need to connect to this and then access it. Yes or no? So here we are not using the Google Drive here, but we have a concept here. In our real time, in our companies, what we do is we have this. This is called file system. What is this? File system. And this is also called as shared location. What is that? Shared location. So you have one Windows server, right? Where you create the folder over here, and then that folder will be shared to everyone. And what you need to do, all you people need to connect to this and then access the files or not. This is how the shared location works. And none of this is your laptops, and all the shared location you are accessing through network only, right? So that is why we are using a concept called network file system. Say that. In shortcut, we call it as NFS. Yes, Rajat, you can also call it as NAS, so network attached storage, but we are not using concept of NAS here. So we should use NFS. Say that, Nana. NFS. What's the full form of NFS? Network File System. So NFS also a protocol. What is that? So if you want to use this shared location, what is the protocol that you need to allow? NFS. Okay, fine. So this is a shared concept. But in on-premises, you need to create a server, right? You need to create a server, you need to install something, and you need to manage this shared location or not. What happens if this goes down? All my shared data is gone or not? Right? So for that reason, we should say thanks to AWS that AWS came up with a wonderful service where it is called EFS. What is that? E stands for Elastic. F stands for file. S stands for system. What is that? Elastic File System. You only know the service name, right? So what is it, Nana? Here we call it as EFS, Elastic File System. So what you need to do is simply create a EFS. And good thing is EFS is completely managed by AWS. You don't need to worry that this will go down or not, because this is completely managed by AWS. So you create a EFS, simple as that. And then this EFS we all need to use or not. Here in AWS we need to use, meaning we need to use from the EC2 instance or not, Nana? Yes or no? So we need to launch EC2 instances. From that EC2 instance, you need to use EFS. Is it only one EC2 instance that will be using EFS or multiple? Multiple. So assume that we have multiple EC2 instances. How many I am putting here? 3 by 3. Really, I don't have space here. Okay, as I don't know, okay, because people will feel bad. Sir, EFS is only half hour here, no? So let me put till here. Okay, so you create a EFS. How many EFS you can create here? Only one. One is enough, right? And this EFS, what we need to do is we need to mount. Use the word. Say that. Mount. The same EFS we need to mount or not? Do we need to mount the same EFS or different EFS? Same EFS, because it's shared, right? So let's say, for example, you have water. Water is coming, municipal water is coming to your home or not? Is it shared or not? Yes or no? Because there will be a main pipe or main tank somewhere, and from there, the same tank is shared for everyone or not? Similar thing. And water is shared here. Correct? So here also same thing, Nana. So, but let's go here. This is the EC2 instance. This is EC2. This is EC2. This is EC2. And I can launch this EC2 instance in 1A. This one, 1B. This one, 1C. And by the way, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, what is the volume that you have here automatically? Excellent. What volume is this? Root volume. You have the root volume. You have the root volume. My question for you is this. Whenever I log into this EC2 instance, okay, by the way, new people, EC2 instance is nothing but server. It's a machine, okay? Consider is a machine. So here we have the EC2 instance. Whenever you log into the EC2 instance, you will be on the C drive or not. Whenever you log into your laptop, where you will be on the C drive. I mean desktop. That desktop is also in the C drive or not? Desktop is nothing but it is in the C drive. C drive meaning root volume or not here? Okay. So whenever you log into the EC2 instance, you will be inside the root volume. You tell me, Nana, here it is. Whenever you create any file here, the same file be available here, huh? 100% no. Say that louder. No, definitely no. Because volumes are individual to the EC2 instance. The concept here is volume can be shared or cannot be shared. Cannot be shared. For that reason, we cannot use the volumes to share the data. For that reason only, which one we are using here? EFS we are using. Which one we are using here? EFS. Okay. And we create EFS, and what we need to? We need to mount it, right? So we have the tank outside, water tank, big water tank. And from there, the pipe need to be mounted in your kitchen or not? Otherwise, directly, how? Will you go to tank and then take it the water? No, right? So the pipe need to be installed and then it has to come to your kitchen. Similarly here also, EFS is available as a water tank, very big EFS. And by the way, EFS is unlimited. EFS is unlimited. Is it any 10 terabyte, 20, 30, 50,000 terabyte? No, EFS is completely unlimited. So what you need to do is, so this EFS, what you need to do? You need to mount. Again, I'm saying, what is the concept here? Mount. Guys, online people, any experience? Can you tell me mount option we use in which operating system? Mostly. Windows or Linux? Linux. Fantastic answer. And the twist here is, this EFS supports only Linux EC2 instances. EFS supports only Linux EC2 instances. Now if you can ask, sir, how about Windows? Hold on, I'll tell. First here, EFS supports only which type of operating system? Linux. Remember, these are all certification questions, okay? So here, this is the Linux. And all are Linux or not? Yes. And what you need to do, Nana? You need to mount. What you need to do here? Mount. You need to mount the same EFS and all the EC2 instances. Okay, there is a question. Ajit is asking, when we can use EFS and EBS in prod environment? See, there is a huge difference between EBS, EFS. Both are file system, both are block storages only. But EBS meaning it's a volume. Mandatory for every EC2 instance, you need to have a volume like a C drive and D drive. EFS is what, Nana? Is a shared storage. No, whenever you want, mount it. Whenever you don't want, unmount it. It's up to you. If you want to share the data from some other, let's all of you want to share. Every day will you share? Huh? Every day will you share? No, right? Okay, so every day I want to share, sir. No problem. Create a EFS and then keep on mounting to your EC2 instance. And if at all you want to share the data to other guy, then only put the data inside that EFS. If you don't want to share, put the data in the volume. You're getting it? Okay, Ajit? Clear, Nana? Clear? Okay. Is it clear? Okay, now what we do is, now I log into the EC2 instance. Now I'll put the data here inside this mount point. When I put the data inside it, where it will store, Nana? If I create any file called ABC, where it will store? In EFS. So data is stored here in the here. And as the data is stored in the EFS, the same data will be available in the other EC2 instance or also not. And the same data will be available in all the EC2 instances where the same EFS is mounted or not. Like this, EFS concept is used for sharing the data across the EC2 instance. So if someone asks you, which is the service used for shared storage, then what you say? EFS. What is the full form of EFS? Elastic File System. EFS is completely managed by AWS. EFS is only for which type of operating systems? Linux, right? And EFS works on which protocol? What is that? NFS. What is that, Nana, here? NFS. So what is the protocol that we are using here? NFS. So these are all certification questions. So this is what? NFS. What's the protocol we are using here? NFS. S3 is what based storage? Object based storage. EBase is what based storage? Block based storage. EFS is file based storage. What based storage? File. S3 object. EBS block. EFS file. Getting it? Certification questions and interview questions. EFS is limited or unlimited? Unlimited. Okay. As it is unlimited, do I need to mention any size? If you mount this EFS to your EC2 instance, how much data that you are putting inside it, automatically EFS will grow. And if you remove the data, automatically it will shrink like a balloon. Balloon, sometimes it will burst, but this EFS will not burst. Okay. Is it clear online? Getting it till here? And another question, Anna. EFS can be mounted to the multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Yes. And that EFS can be, that EC2 instance can be in the same availability zone, or the EC2 instance can be across availability zones? Okay. Now question, clarity. See, EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances, correct? And that EC2 instance should be in the same availability zone or different availability zones? Different. So see here, this EFS is mounted to 1A. The same EFS is mounted to 1B. Same EFS is mounted to 1C. The question here is, EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time across availability zones. Across availability zones. Certification question. Clear? Is it clear on here till here? Okay. Did I say EFS is global? No. Ganesh. So what is this? EFS is global or regional? Regional. EFS is regional. Now, sir, EFS is only for Linux EC2 instances. But how about mounting? How about sharing the data across Windows? So for Windows, there is a service called FSX. Say that? FSX. FSX. FS represent for file system and X represent for in Windows file system, we have a number of varieties. So for what is shared storage for Windows concept? Which service is that? Louder. FSX. Louder. So for Linux, EFS. Windows, FSX. Right? We'll talk deeper into FSX. We have a separate project itself on FSX itself. Okay. But for now, please remember. So if you want to have a shared storage across Linux machines, which service do you choose? EFS. And if you want to have a shared storage across Windows EC2 instance, which service do you choose? FSX. Understood? Easy? Clear? It is online. CC, please. Okay. Sir, EFS storage also, do we need to confirm the size before No, Anil, no. I told you EFS is limited or unlimited? Unlimited. So I already have like this for you. Okay. So I just wrote everything before we have, because I can spend more time in explanation rather than writing it, right? So yeah, tell me guys, EFS is completely managed by AWS. Do you see the first thing here? EFS is managed by AWS. EFS is only for which type of operating systems? Linux. And for Windows it is FSX. EFS work on which protocol? NFS. Very good. EFS is what based storage? File based storage. EFS is limited or unlimited? Unlimited. Do you need to do any pre-provision for the EFS? Meaning here, pre-provision meaning in volumes, we need to mention how much size that you need. Yes or no? What's the maximum volume size? 16 terabyte. So here you need to mention volumes as how much you need. You need 50, 500, 5000, 100 GB, 500 GB. You need to mention. That is called pre-provisioning. What is that called? Pre-provision. But do we need to pre-provision the EFS here? No, because EFS is unlimited. No need to do any kind of pre-provision. So EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances across availability zones. Yes. And also EFS is regional. EFS is regional. That which region we are using? Mumbai. So we are creating EFS in Mumbai. Now, my EC2 instance also should be inside the Mumbai also or not? Yes. So then only this Mumbai EFS can be connected to Mumbai EC2 instances, same region. Let's say I have my customers in Ireland region. Which region? Ireland. If I have my customers in Ireland region and their customers also saying that we want to access the same data. So is it good to mount this Mumbai EFS to Ireland EC2 instances? No, right? Because EFS is regional. Regional meaning if EFS is created in Mumbai region, only Mumbai EC2 instance can be mounted. Can Ireland EC2 instance can be mounted here? If it is able to mount, this EFS is called global service, not a regional service. You're getting it? So in that case, then customer says, no, I want to mount. Then what you need to do? This EFS in Mumbai, you need to replicate. What is that? What's the word I'm using? Replicate. So replicate from Mumbai to Ireland. So whatever the data that you are putting in Mumbai EFS will be replicated automatically to Ireland EFS. And Ireland EC2 instance can be launched and connected. Ireland EFS can be connected or not? Yes. So here, what is the main concept here? Replication. Say that. What is the meaning of replication, Anna? Same data will be available in source and destination. Copy. Understood? Super. Huh? How question practicals? Yes or no? How question? How meaning I cannot say that, click this here now. So when we go to EFS section, whatever the service, okay, see, replication did not understood. Huh? No problem. See. Nageswara Rao, see here. This is EFS, Nana. Okay, my right side people, you can't see my screen properly here, but tomorrow we'll change the room. We'll go to the big room so that nicely you have good space. Okay, this is EFS. And this is EC2 instance. Okay, now. And this is in which region? Mumbai region. And this EFS is mounted here and here. Okay. So my developers are putting the data and it is storing here. Yes or no? Ready? Okay, now. So this is Mumbai. And we have another region. Which region? Ireland. It can be Ireland, Sydney, Singapore, anything is fine. And Ireland, they have also EC2 instances. And they are crying, saying that, hey, I need the same data for me also. I need the same data in the, whichever is there in EFS in Mumbai, I need the same data in Ireland. Is it possible to connect EFS to Ireland like this? Not possible, because this EFS is regional or global? Regional. For that reason, you cannot connect to this EFS like this to Ireland EC2 instances. For that, what we do is, okay, we can create EFS in Ireland also or not? We can create. But the question here is, they need the same data. This is a new fresh EFS. How do you get the same data? Here, you need to do what? Replication. What is that here? Replication. You no need to replicate. There is a button called replicate. If you click on replicate and select which region, so automatically AWS will replicate the data from Mumbai EFS to Ireland EFS. And these people can mount it and access the same data or not? Yes. Clear now, Nageswara? So Mumbai to Hyderabad can connect due to region. What is it? Manoj, which region we are using here? Mumbai. Ireland, Singapore, Hyderabad, anything is same or not? Region meaning it can be any region. So don't think as we are in India, sir, Mumbai, Hyderabad, both are no. The Mumbai is completely different. Hyderabad is completely different. For Mumbai, it is a region. For Hyderabad also, it is a region. Okay. Yes, Nageswara, we are just duplicating, but we should not use the word called duplicate because we are professional AWS DevOps engineers, right? So you should use a word called replication. Just in interview, if you ask the same question, hey, your EFS is in Mumbai, and the Ireland people want to use the same data, and what do you say? Duplicate, sir. Excuse me? Duplicate. Is it good? So what you say? You should see how nice it is. Replicate EFS2, EFS Mumbai EFS2, Ireland EFS. The interviewer will not have any scope to ask any other question on top of it. If we say duplicate, then he'll ask, what is duplicate? Duplicates are twins. Is it good to say like this? No, right? Yeah. Rajat, correct. Duplicate is equal to exit gate. Correct. Okay, no. Fine. You understood here EFS concept? Okay, fine. Okay, next. I'll give one scenario to you. Tell me, based on your knowledge, based on your thinking power, tell me how can you do that? So the question here is, Anu. So the question from Anu is, what if data changes dynamically? How do we replicate? Nana, this replication is synchronous. What we say? Synchronous. Whatever the data that you are getting, the same data will be available here also parallelly. Okay. So it is dynamic, completely dynamic. Okay. So the question is like this. I have lot of data in my laptop or in my on-premises. You know on-premises? What is on-premises? Data center, which are handled by us. Assume that I have a data center. I have a lot of data. It can be data center, it can be laptop also. Now, I want to move that data to AWS. Which service do you choose? Question. I have movies, documents, files. A lot of things are there in my laptop. I want to upload to AWS. Which service do you recommend? S3. Why did you say EFS? EFS is for which type of operating systems? Linux. No, EFS is for which type of operating system? Linux. So you have movies, all these things. Linux open. Linux is CLI based, right? You cannot open, right? So for that reason, which one we'll use here? S3. Say that louder. So whenever if you want to store any files, remember which is the one that you have? S3. Okay. I have imagine lot of files, meaning forget about lot of files. I have not 10 terabyte. Let's take 1 terabyte. Let's take 500 GB. From your laptop, you need to put that to S3. How do you do it? You need to upload. Like how you are uploading to Google Drive. Similarly, in S3, you need to upload to Google Drive. 500 GB, how much time will it take? How many days? Roughly. Many days or not? It's many days or not? AWS. Come. Do you have any chair? Any chair left here? Okay. Can you ask admin? Someone is there outside, please get. Okay, no. So here also depend upon the speed. Definitely it will take a lot of so many days or not. So forget about 500 GB. Yeah? Let's say, for example, on Saturdays we are doing sitting. I mean, when you're discussing, when you're discussing, sitting meaning discussions. Discussions or not, Tarun? So when we are having a very good group discussions, and if you want to download some files, some movie you want to download, example, right? We used to do this in olden days. Now everything Netflix, everything came, right? So on those olden days, what we used to do is we used to download a 2 GB file. A 2 GB file. How much time it takes to download on those days? Not today. At least it will take 1 or 2 hours, right? And what happens is when you are downloading this 2 GB file from internet, it will be saying that downloading, 95% completed, 98% completed, 99% completed, and then 99.9% completed, done, error you get. So many times happened. Yes or no? This is the situation generally how we get like whenever you're downloading, uploading, this is the same thing happens. That is for how much GB? 2 GB. But here I'm asking for 500 GB. So data will be only 500 GB. Yeah. Assume Netflix is there or Amazon Prime is there, Hotstar is there. How much terabytes of data they might have in their data centers? And there is a requirement now. I have a lot of data. Let's say 1 terabyte of data I need to upload to S3. Is it possible to do online transfer? Select the kick and then click on upload. You know when it will get upload? You should get married and your kids will come and he will learn AWS from me again, and then that will get completed. Yes or no? Right? It will take lot of time. So in this case, doing online upload is definitely possible or not possible? Louder. Not possible. For that reason, AWS came up with a wonderful service called Snow Family. Not that family. They're already in problems, okay? Snow Family, okay? Not Manchu family, okay? What is the service name here? Snow Family. Louder, say that. Snow Family. Snow Family basically has 3 devices. How many devices? 3 devices. We call it as, say that, snow cone. Say that. Snow cone, snow edge, snow mobile. How many devices are there? 3 devices. What are those? Snow cone, snow edge, snow mobile. So none of these are all called devices. What are these? Devices. Literally, this is like a big size CPU. You see the CPU here? So this is like a CPU is a physical device. It's like a hard disk. What AWS will do is, if you have a requirement, guys, if you have a requirement of, let's say, for example, 1 terabyte, this snow cone support 8 terabyte. How much terabyte? Snow edge support 100 terabyte. Mobile support petabytes. Petabytes meaning huge, even more than that. Okay, now tell me, if I have 1 terabyte, which device that you choose? Snow cone. Which device? Snow cone. So snow cone, so what you need to do is, you need to go to Snow Family service and then you need to order. What you need to do? Order. Which one? Snow cone. So literally AWS will take that order and he will send that box physically to you in your data center. Physical transfer. So take that box, take it to your laptop or data center, connect to it, and then transfer all the data to that box. And then courier it back, that box, to AWS. So this is online data transfer or physical data transfer? Physical data transfer. If you want to, because now this will take easily, see, transferring 1 terabyte online data will take so many days, more than so many days. But this will happen within 1 or 2 days or not? Yes, I'm talking about 1 terabyte, but imagine if you have 100 terabytes. If you imagine if you have 5,000 terabytes, it will be done within 2-3 days or not? Yes. So if you have this kind of requirement, then which is the service to choose? Snow Family. And this AWS will upload the data to which service, Nana? S3 service. So if in your real time, just in case if your customer is asking, this is my requirement, I have a lot of data, and can you suggest him to upload through internet? No. So you need to go for what here? Snow Family. So do you like to see how does that snow cone look like, that box? See. So go to Google and type here, what is that? AWS Snow Cone. Do you see this? It's just like a hard disk or not? What is the next one? Snow Edge. This little bit bigger. It will be like this. And what is the last one? Don't get shocked, okay? This is a snowmobile. It's a big truck will come. It's a big truck will come. You're getting it? It's a big truck will come. For that's a reason, guys. Please don't tell me to do practicals on Snow Family. Okay, if you say, sir, let's do, we all sit in that container, we'll go to AWS. Okay, so for that reason, there are 99.9% I will do the practicals for all the services. But there are 1 or 2 services where I cannot do the practicals, like Snow Family. So Snow Family is mainly used for what purpose? Physical data transfer. Is that clear? Physical data transfer. So Parthiv is asking, what is the difference between S3 and EFS? S3 is mainly used for what storage? Object-based storage. It is only for storage purpose. Whereas EFS is a shared storage. Can you install? In EFS, can you install? Yes. Can you run files? Can you execute files? Anything you can do is just like your hard disk, just like your volumes only. But that volumes are not shared. EFS is shared. That's a difference. Parthiv. Okay. Nana, is this clear on the Snow family, everyone? Okay. So there is another service here. Let me give one funny example. You completed your BTech. How many years? 4 or 5? 4. Okay. So assume 4. So 4 years you have completed. Assume you. There is a question. Akhil. Sir, if EFS goes down, EFS is managed by AWS. If it is managed by AWS, will there be any chance to go down? So relax. Akhil, okay? Relax. Okay, bro. Okay, fine. So you have done the BTech. Assume that first year you have your friend and you have photos with your friend. Understood. Next, second year, friend changed. Again, you have photos with your second friend. You understand, no? समझ में आ रहा? तू समझा नहीं रे. समझ में आ रहा? Okay. Third year, friend changed. Lucky guy, right? Friend changed. And photos with that third friend. Fourth year also friend changed. How many friends? 4 friends. Strong guy. Okay. So 4 friends. Now what happened is, so he has 4 different kind of photos or not? Lot of photos. So many photos. Okay. Now, 5th year, he got married. Now tell me where this 4 years photo he'll put. Where? Where? In AWS, where? Tell me technically where he will store all these 4 years photos. S3. Which one? S3. 5th year he got married. And she asked, give me your S3 credentials. What will you do now? Huh? What is S3? What is AWS? Right? So the thing is here, guys, you forgot the password. Yeah. OTP also you don't know. Okay, fine. So the thing is here, you need some place where no one should see the data. Yes or no? So if she asks, if she asks password, username and password of your S3, your AWS account, you will come running to me and ask, sir, is there any other place where I can put to all my photos, sir? Right? In Hyderabad language, we can say that. Kapan pina ke daban kar do. Yes or no? Right? In Telugu, we call it as bonda beti, right? Yeah. So the thing is, there should be some place where what we can do is we need to archive it. What we do? Archive. Okay, in your laptop also you have so many unwanted files will be there. Like your movies, old photos, old projects. What we do, Nana? What you do? You archive it or not? What's the meaning of archive? Zip. Remember zip? So what you do? You zip it and keep it aside or not? Backup. What's that here? Backup. So here you can say, sir, why can't you back up it in S3? Nana, in S3 you need to pay money. Assume that S3 is used for what purpose? Frequently access purpose. What purpose? Frequently. Every day you are accessing the files. But here, we don't want to. Do you want to access that 4 years photos? No, you don't want to access it 4 years. Once in a while you want to access. Sometime when you want to go to old memories, then only you can want to access. Till that, is it good to keep it in S3? For that reason, AWS came up this kind of people called Glacier. Say that. Glacier. Say that. Glacier is for what purpose, Nana, here? Archive purpose. What purpose? Archive. So technically, yeah, correct, Pranjal. Okay, so technically, I'll tell you. Every day you're taking the backups, Nana, for some data. And it has been 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Now you are in the 4th year. Do you need the 3 years backups? Huh? Will you delete it? No, don't delete it, because some other time customer will come and say that there's some Howla customers will be there. They'll come and say that I need that year, that time, that second, that data. Hmm? Because I know the problem, because I worked many times. And what I need to do, I need to go back to those many that year, and then what I need to retrieve that data. So now, is it good to keep that old data in S3 and pay more money to AWS? No. Which service do you suggest? Glacier. Which service do you suggest? Glacier. So Glacier is for what purpose, Nana? Archive. Remember, whenever you see archive, which is a service that you should get in your mind? Glacier. Clear? Online clear till here? Okay. Fine. Let me give one more scenario. I want you to think about that you are in that scenario. You are handling on-premises data center. Who is handling? You. You individually. You are handling on-premises data center. So let me give. This is on-premises data center. In on-premises, so many servers will be there, laptops will be there, users, everyone will be there or not. And all what they do is they are asking, hey, I need to store some data. So for that, you have a storage or not? In your on-premises, definitely you will be having a storage. You are handling that storage. Who are handling? You are handling the storage. How much is size of the storage, for example? 1 terabyte, for example. And all your employees, users, they are putting the data inside it every day. Every day. How much size? 1 terabyte. How much size is that? 1 terabyte. And this 1 terabyte will get full after 1 month or not? Immediately, Pusuk, it will full. Definitely it will get full. What will you do? Purchase. This is physical, no? What we need to do? We need to purchase another storage. That means you will increase the 1 terabyte to how much? Let's say 5 terabyte. Again, they're putting the data. Next day, full. Again, what you do? Purchase. How much you purchase? 10. Guys, this is Pusuk. If this goes down, single point of failure, right? So for that reason, you need to manage one more storage or not in the backup. Backup of this. So that meaning, whenever you are purchasing 5 terabyte, indirectly you need to purchase 10 terabyte, because you need to have one more parallel backup. And you are putting lot of effort, increasing the storage. You have increased for certain limit. And again, next day, they call and say there is no space. What is your reaction? You'll get frustrated or not? Yes or no? You are trying your best to keep on increasing the storage, but all of a sudden you are trying a lot, but still they're putting a lot of data and they're coming to you and saying that there is no space again. You will get frustrated. In that case, who will come? AWS will come. Who will come? AWS will come and say, how can I help you? And then you tell this is a problem. In my on-premises, I have storage space issues. And AWS will say, relax. Why can't you use my storage services? So can you tell me what are the storage services that you know? S3 is there. EBS is there. Okay, EFS. Next. FSX is there. Glacier is there. Yes or no? So these storage services are there not? So Nana here, who is your, let's say, Suresh? So this is Suresh laptop. In Suresh laptop, he has C drive or not? What he need is D drive. He is mounted this local storage to the D drive and is putting the data inside it, and it is getting full. But what my users, Suresh, like people need, they need limited storage or a huge lot of unlimited data, unlimited storage. Unlimited storage, right? Can you tell me which one is unlimited here? First one you need to pick up. Which one? S3. AWS will give you option that to mount to S3 bucket to your on-premises as a D drive. Wonderful, no? Wonderful, no, guys? Generally, Google Drive. Imagine Google Drive is there. How do you access Google Drive? open browser, login, username, password, and then you upload, download, you do. But just imagine Google Drive as a D drive. Super, no? So if you want to set up like this, if you want to mix the combination of your private storage and public storage, what is the combination of private storage and public storage called? Hybrid storage. If you want to use this concept, there is a service called Storage Gateway. Say that. Say that. Storage Gateway is used for what purpose? So mounting AWS storage services in your on-premises. You can mount S3 also. You can mount EBS also. You can mount FSx also. You can mount Glacier also. So do you need my local on-premises storage anymore? No need, no. Directly you're putting into AWS storage. And who will take care of the storage? AWS. Do we need to worry about that at all? Do you see this? How we are reducing the risk of having on-premises storage issues? So this service, what service we call here, Nana? Storage Gateway. So this is what we have learned till now here. See, everyone clear EFS? Snow family? Glacier? Glacier is frequently accessed data, not frequently accessed data. Not frequently. Is cheaper than S3 or not? Yes. And which service we have learned now here? Storage Gateway. This is your on-premises having the storage, and you can mount S3 to your on-premises, EBS to on-premises, Glacier and FSx, but not EFS. EFS is not supported yet. Online, this is clear? So guys, here I'm telling you all services. There might be different requirement. Based on the requirement, you need to select the service. But I'll be teaching you when to you select what. Okay. Online clear, offline clear, Nana, everyone? Online, CC please. Ajit, this NAS, network attached storage, EFS, EBS, both are network attached storage only. Can hybrid storage be used in AWS? Yes. But that is not how, Rashmita, you are saying ulta. Sir, can you use storage things in S3, in AWS? Why there is no need. We need to take the services from AWS to on-premises, not from on-premises to AWS. But yes, you can store the data from here to here. Both are possible. Okay. If it is clear, let's move to the next important topic. Okay. Before that, can you tell me what are the services that we have covered here? Number one is here, EFS, Snow family, Glacier, Storage Gateway. Getting it? Super. Okay. Now, let's move on to database services. Which one? Database service. Most of the people here knows database, right? What is database? Where we store the data. Remember in starting days we have learned. So what is database server? Where we store the data, or where the database install is called database server. Okay. Just imagine. Any DBS here online? Put yes. Any DBS? Rashmita is there. Okay. There are few people. Okay, Nana. Assume this is the physical server. Which one is this? This is a physical server, and this is on premises. What is this here? On premises. Can you tell me one database? SQL server? Assume this SQL server is there, Oracle is there. There are so many are there. Okay. SQL. So how much GB RAM it has, for example? How much GB RAM? 8 GB RAM. Okay, see. I have in on-premises a physical machine where I have database inside it, and how much GB RAM it has? 8 GB RAM. And everyone started connecting to this database server, and everyone started complaining to you saying that database is slow. Database is slow. What will you do? Increase the RAM. Very fantastic answer. So as a DBS, what they do is, who is DBA? Database administrator. What the DBS will do, they will do some indexing, tuning, etc., etc. They will do. But as from our point of view, we are infrastructure people, right? So what we do is the first thing, whatever get in your mind is to increase the capacity of the server from 8 GB to 16 GB. Something will increase it. Will you keep on increasing it? Is it possible to increase that is physical server? Getting it? One time it is possible. You can put extra RAM, but can you increase? Keep on increase? No. Now customers are connecting to this machine, and what is their feeling? If so, customers are connecting to this machine. It still has 8 GB RAM, and what kind of words they use? What kind of issues that you get? Okay, first of all, is it possible to set up high availability in your on premises? Is it possible to set up elasticity? Tell me issues here. What kind of issues? Scalability issues you will get? Yes or no? Tell me issues. Performance issues. DB crash issues. Backup issues. Online. DBS. Tell me what kind of issues that you get in your database servers. Restoration issues, storage issues, upgrade issues, replication issues, mirroring issues, migration issues, patching issues, login issues, security issues, failover issues, data issues, network issues, maintenance issues, data integrity issues, cost issues, headache issues. Yes, sir. Nice song. That is a painful song. Okay. Sorry for so many, what do you call, spelling mistakes. Yeah. But the thing is, guys, yes or no, my online people, DBS, Rashmita, general dialogue. So, headache issues finally you get. Yeah. So, guys, I was all-rounder. I was also handling database servers in one of the company. So the thing is, if you allow me 5 minutes, I can write the entire paint with so many issues. For that reason, this DBS will be always in stress mode. Go and check. Rashmita, yes or no? DBS always will be in stress mode because they don't know when database will crash. They don't know when replication will stop. They don't know when login issues will come. They don't know any security issues will come. All of a sudden, they feel that everything is properly working. Next second, problems will come. We don't know. And is it easy to solve that problem? No. For that reason, guys, DBA needs every day a nice hug. Otherwise, they feel really disappointed because they're always in the stress mode. We don't know. What happens is one time I was handling database. I told my juniors to take the backup. And they confirmed me, sir, backup is completed. We are pakka done. So what I did, I deleted the database. I want to restore it for some reason. When I checking the restoration, the database backup not found. I asked, hey, junior, what happened? Sir, mother promise, sir, I took, sir. Why your mother is coming here? No, I don't need your mother. I need backup. I need backup. What should I tell to my customer? In that case, you just imagine, your hands and legs will shake because there is no database, restoration is not there. When backup is not there, how do you restore the data then? So these kind of problems will come all of a sudden. So guys, handling databases is easy. Ask our Rashmita online. She's smiling and she know the pain because the DBA is having lot of issues. Okay. Tell me honestly, handling the databases are easy or difficult? Difficult. Say thank you. We need to thank AWS that from now onwards, everything is managed by AWS. Everything is managed by AWS. No need to do nothing. Click on create database. That's it. Everything is managed by AWS. So DBS, pack your bags. Yes or no? Do we have any jobs on DBS anymore now? You and me can handle the databases, and company will not hire a separate DBS to handle the AWS databases here. So if you want to create databases, there is a service called RDS and RDX. RDS. What's that? RDS. Relational Database Service. Say that, Nana. Relational Database Service. Online chitties, tell me. RDS full form. Relational Database Service. So, correct. See here, Pranjal is saying that is why now we need to learn AWS. You understand the reason of learning AWS? Not only database, it is so many services are shifted to AWS like this. It's completely managed by AWS. Why we need people to manage them? It was in on-premises, we need people to manage. Now it is managed by AWS. Why I need to hire people? For that reason, there are a lot of job cuts for DBS. And most of the DBS, you need to shift your career to this next, yeah. Okay. So, then RDS, okay, first of all, I want to ask you one thing. RDS databases, are we here to create databases? I mean, create tables? Are we here to learn queries, SQL queries? Are you interested to learn SQL queries? Who will be taking care of those? Developers. Developers will create tables. Developer will write queries. But as a AWS DevOps engineer, what we need to do is we need to set up the database and give it to the developers. That is our job. Is it our job to create tables and queries and all? So if you want to set up a database, which service do you choose? RDS. Which service is used here? RDS. Correct, Nageswara. See, online, guys, everyone, experienced people are talking. See, Nageswara is saying also, sir, it is necessary in this current job situation, AWS, a lot more we need to learn, right? So, yes, what he said is correct. Okay. Nana, in RDS, what we need to do is, RDS is a platform as a service. What's that? Platform as a service. You know it, you can manage the database here. Click on create database and database is managed by AWS. But who need to create? We need to create. So RDS is a service where we can set up, configure, maintain, manage the database. That's it. So remember, we used to launch EC2 instances, right? We can create EC2 instance. And this is called DB instance. Say that. Say that, Nana, here. This is called here DB instance. And many people will say RDS is a database. Don't say RDS is a database. RDS is a database service. RDS is a database service. If anyone say RDS is a database, no, RDS is not a database. It's a database service. Okay, fine. Do you know RDBMS in your college days? What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management Service. Remember? Pakka question in your final exam, right? RDBMS. Where? In Oracle you learned, huh? Yes. In SQL, we used to learn this database concept. Relational databases. What is this called? You know what is relational? You know relations, right? Nice. You know, don't tell me. Huh? You know, right? Relations or not? You know relations. So let's say there is a two types of relations. Relational, non-relational. Say that. Relational, non-relational. Relational databases meaning, can you tell me a few databases that you know? SQL, MySQL, Postgres. I'll come to that. Right? These are all will come under relational databases. There is also something on non-relational databases. Have you heard about NoSQL nowadays? That NoSQL will come under non-relational. Like what? MongoDB, Cassandra, right? There are so many. Right? There are so many databases out there. They will come under NoSQL. So relational, non-relation. Say that. Relational, non-relation. What is the difference? I'll tell you when we go deeper into the topic, but quickly I'll tell you the difference. Relational is like a married people. Non-relation is like a bachelors. Simple. You tell me here. This is married, non-married, bachelor. Who has flexibility? Tell me. Bachelors. Fixed. Tell me, correct? These are all the difference between relational database and non-relational database. So where is fixed, rigid, relation? Relational database. No relations, flexibility, whenever you want, whichever you want. Which one? Bachelor. Right? And then here bond for fixed relationships, fixed schemas and all, everything is relational. That is the quick difference between relational and non-relational. Whereas in NoSQL, anytime you can create table, anytime you can create column, anytime you can put null values, anytime you can do anything. That is called it is flexibility. Whereas in relational, fixed, columns fixed, data fixed, everything structured. There is unstructured. Here it is structured. Here it is fixed. There it is no fix. No need to fix, no. Where? Other side. Right? So we'll talk about that when time comes. So here, but this RDS will come under, Nana, what is that? Relational. Understood? Relational. So relational. So now, this RDS supports 7 engines. How many engines? 7. As it supports 7 engines, that's why we call it as RDS is a database service, not a database. So here, how many support and how many engines it supports? 7 engines, and those are, say with me, MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, and IBM. So how many engines it supports? 7 engines. In shortcut, MOM, PMAI. Say that. One more. Don't see that and tell me. See it. And what is it? What is it? Shortcut. MOM, PMAI. Say that. MOM, PMAI. What is the shortcut? M. MySQL. Say with me. What are those? MySQL. Say with me. MySQL, Oracle. Okay. What is that? Oracle. Okay. So call it as Oracle. Oracle. R should be rolling. Oracle. Right? So yeah. Yeah, Dollali, right? Yeah. So again, MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, IBM DB2. Aurora, not Agora. Okay. Aurora. What is that? That is not IBM, IBM. IBM DB2. Okay, one more time. So don't see that. Don't see the paint and tell me with me, guys. So MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, IBM DB2. One more time. MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, IBM DB2. You tell me now. MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, IBM2. Registered? So this is a certification question where people will ask, in certification interview will ask, how many engines our RDS will support? How many engines? 7 engines. What are those? Those. Clear? Okay. See guys, when I here. So when you create a DB instance, can you tell me one engine out of this? For example, MySQL. Which one on here? MySQL. You create a DB instance. Here we call it as DB instance. Say that. In EC2 called EC2 instance. Here RDS we call DB instance. When you create a DB instance, the instance is managed by whom? AWS. Instance is managed by whom? AWS. Do we need to worry that machine will go down? No. It's managed by AWS. What is our job? We have your client here. We are the people. What is our job is to set up this DB instance, give it to the developers. To whom? Developers. Give it to the developers. And developer install some tools in their laptop. And what they do? They will connect to the database. What they do, Nana? They will connect. Machine is managed by AWS. As it is managed by AWS, can I log in? Can I do SSH RDP to the machines? No. In EC2, we can log into the EC2. But in RDS, we cannot log in as a server. We can only connect. We can only what? Connect. Can you log into the database? RDS, RDP and SSH can be possible? Not possible. And our RDS supports RDBMS databases. All these are all what, Nana, here? RDBMS databases. Clear? Again, let me ask the questions. So which is a service in AWS where you can create RDBMS databases? RDS. Say that. Full form. Relational Database Services. RDS supports how many engines? 7 engines. So what are those? MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Aurora, IBM DB2. Got it? And in RDS, the instance is called DB instance. What is that? DB instance. And DB instance is managed by AWS. And what we need to, we can connect to the database. Can we log in? We cannot log in. And RDS is relational or non-relational? Relational. Sir, then what about non-relation, sir? Which is your interested? NoSQL databases. So NoSQL databases, there are so many NoSQL databases available in the market. What are those? MongoDB, powerful one. Okay. Coming here. So MongoDB, Cassandra, Neo4j, Infograde, right? There's HBase. There's so many NoSQL databases are available in the market. But AWS also need to come up with his own NoSQL database or not? And that is DynamoDB. Say that. Say that. DynamoDB is what type of? NoSQL database. Relational or non-relational? Non-relational. If someone asks you which is a NoSQL database service in AWS, which one would you say? DynamoDB. Now, what is database generally? Where it stores the data. Okay, database meaning where it stores the data. Did I taught you that database is used for to store the huge data? Did I told you this? No. What did I told you? Database meaning to store the data. But sir, if you want to store the huge data, will that call as database? What is that called? Data warehouse. What is that called? Data warehouse. You know, right? Warehouse meaning what? What is warehouse meaning? Go down. Where it contains huge stuffs, right? Here also what is here? Data warehouse. And if you want to store huge data in AWS, will you go to RDS? RDS is a database where it stores the data. But if you want to store the huge data, Redshift. Say that. Redshift. What is that here? Everyone? Redshift. So which is the data warehouse service in AWS? Redshift. Which is a data warehouse meaning, which is service that you should get in your mind? Redshift. Which one, Anna? Redshift. Or big data? Redshift. Big data. Have you heard about big data? At least heard, right? Big data. Big data meaning here? Redshift. You got the point? Is it clear till here? And last database here. Okay. One important thing here, guys. So, assume we need one person here. Tell me one person name. Here we have our friend whom? Huh? Tell me one name. Tarun, what is the name? Keshav. I'll take it. Huh? No problem, no? Sportive, no? Keshav. Correct? Keshava. Okay. Okay. Keshav is a friend here, offline friend. So, we all have one habit. Tell me honestly. You should tell me honestly. Our habit is. When you are alone. Why are you laughing? Let me finish. You open your phone. What will you do? Correct? So some people open Instagram and go and check the reels, etc., etc. But there are some people, they'll open Flipkart. Which one? Flipkart or Amazon or any kind of sort. I'm also one person. What we do is, when you are free or alone, what we do, we go to Amazon or Flipkart and we search for our favorite things. Yes or no? Keshav, what is your favorite thing to search? Mobiles. Mobiles, right? So mobiles, right? So what he do? He open and then we search for the mobiles. Whether we purchase, we don't purchase. Generally, we don't purchase. But what we do? We search window shopping. What we call window shopping. Yes, and we do a lot. Some people like shoes. Some people like watches. So they'll keep on going searching for this and then they'll keep on clicking on add to cart, but we don't purchase. Yes or no? So yeah. So here assume that Keshav, he said mobiles. And he searched for mobile. What he searched for? Mobile. Okay, see here. Now when he searches for mobile, generally it'll go to the application server in the backend or not? What is this here? Application server. What is this? From application server, where does it go? It go to database server. Which one on here? Database server. Okay, good. See, DB server. Okay. And DB server will have a hard disk where it is storing the data or not? Yes, this is a hard disk. See Nana here. So first time Keshav asked mobiles. The request will go to whom? Application server. From application server, the request will go to database. Database server, where it go? Hard disk. Hard disk is small hard disk, a huge data now there. Huge data. So lot of data will be there and it will go and collect the data and it will give back to a DB server. DB server will give back to application. Application will give back to Keshav. First time, very disciplined, very respectful. Second time also he asked the mobiles, searched mobiles. Third time also he searched mobiles. Fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, seventh time, 10th time also he searched for mobiles. Same data, different data. Same data. Same. First time asked, second time asked, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10. Now tell me, if the application server has a face, how will put the face? Huh? Huh? Yes or no? Understood? So he will get frustrated a lot because he's asking the same data again or not. Application server concept here itself is putting the face. How about database server? I don't have anything. I don't know how to put a worst feather. He's frustrated or not? Same data he's going and getting same data. Is it good? Now tell me, give me your pen. Give me a pen. No, hold on. Give me a pen. Give me your pen. No. Give me a pen. Frustrated or not? You'll throw a pen on me now. Yes or no? Online, sorry, I'm playing with my offline people, right? So every time I'm asking the pen, next time what he'll do? He'll put the pen here on my table and leave or not? That meaning that is the most commonly thing I am asking to you. Yes or no? So that meaning whichever, yeah. Correct, yeah. So the thing is, whenever you are frequently accessing something, do you need to go to that place and get the same thing again and again? No, right? And can you keep that frequently accessed thing near to you or not? Yes or no? So similarly here also, so the data that you are getting the same data, instead of going to the database server or this database server, he will keep it in one place called cache. Say that? Cache or cache, whichever. Cache. What does the cache contain? Frequently access data. What does it contain? Frequently. Now tell me, next time if 20th time Keshav is asking the mobiles, application will go to database server, application will go to the cache. Cache. To maintain this cache, we have two types of database. Number one is Redis. Say that? Redis. And then number two is Memcached. Say that? Memcached. How many are there, Nana? Two. What are those? Redis and Memcached. So this is a service called Elastic Cache. Say that? Elastic Cache meaning it is in-memory database caching service. Say that, Nana? In-memory database caching service. So which is the service here? Elastic Cache. Elastic Cache support how many engines? Two engines. What are those two engines? Louder. Redis and Memcached. Say that one more time. Redis and Memcached. So which is the database caching service? Elasticache. Elasticache support how many engines? 2 engines. What are those? Redis and Memcached. I'll stop it here. Is it clear, Nana? So what are the services that we have learned? Quickly tell me here, see. So how many services? EFS, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yesterday? 4. Day before yesterday? 5. How many total now itself? Nearly 20? Nearly? Today only 2018. We still have services. Just imagine. So many people will say that, sir, how many services will you cover, sir? Come. You understand? So guys, there are so many services I'll be covering it, right? Because this is one time. After 4 months, you should never look back. Once you learn AWS and DevOps from me, you should never look back. That is how I will be teaching you. That is the concept that I'll be giving you. Okay? Don't worry about the number of services. Easily, chumma, just like this, you can do everything. So keep this, my words, keep it in your mind, and ask the same question after 2 months. How is AWS? I'll ask. And you will say, easy, sir. Remember this. Idu gurtupetuko. Malli maatladadam. Okay? Good now. So very interesting classes. Huh? Nice. Take the screenshot. Don't worry, I'll upload all these things. For now, take the screenshots. So from now onwards, please don't miss the classes, okay? And the second. Okay, I missed this service, guys. See here, DMS. What is that? Database Migration Service. Say that. If you want to migrate the data from one location to another location, which is a service that we have? DMS. Say that. Full form. Very good. So 19, done. And then last. Super. Any questions online? No, it is not possible, Pranjal. But for that, there is a separate service is there for MongoDB. Pranjal. Okay, can you give the final CC for today, please? CC with smile. Sorry, I took 40 minutes extra. Sorry, 10 minutes extra. Okay, so do not miss the class. And on Monday also, we'll be going with the overview. Are you enjoying the overview? Instead of going to individual service and learning. So first, if you understand the overview, it will be very good for you and it will be super. Okay, so that is all for today. Let's connect on Monday with the next powerful topics. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. See you on Monday with more energetic. Bye-bye, guys.